Arguably, even though 0-2 in Madrid, like you said, difficult opponent. So
yeah.
Starting off here with the Harbor on defense.
Yeah, let's have a little look, see how that works out. Again, seeing creativity with FNATIC, though, is a tick in the box, right? Like, any adjustments in that regard are generally a good indicator that they've been hard at work. Because, again, kickoff was lackluster. They didn't look like they'd recreated or come up with too much, you know, to bring to the forefront. So already seeing a little adjustment here certainly is at least leaning in the right direction. Whether or not they stick the landing is, you know, yet to be seen. Chronicle with the first, though, going to find FNATIC. Looks like the plant's going to be coming in.
Spike planted.
Durka. I have to respect that for a second. How do they disrupt some of these players? Already Durka going to step forward, and again, one of the players to watch. See if he can activate in this. I think Bone Cold said it well. One bad game and people were all over him, but Mini Boo going to claim the title for now. And actually, Heretics really digging their heels in here. It's down to Boaster and Alpha to try and disrupt those final two players, but the time is going to become a factor. They've got to get going on this, at least get it towards half. Looks like Boaster's going to be able to achieve that. Alpha on some sort of defending duty, but now Benji, beautiful shot from him. Alpha, I think a lot of us impressed with his mechanical capability coming through this. Obviously, Mini Boo is your kind of, he'll take a lot of the limelight, but Rien's was someone to watch as well. Trying to close the gap here. Again, FNATIC may as well attempt something. It is going to be Sheriff's classics, but FNATIC lapping up these kills. There's Durka going to be waiting as well for an opportunity, but none really being presented. Heretics with a nice read here, holding this default as long as they can. And FNATIC not really dissuaded from this either.
Yeah, we're just watching this round develop a little bit here. Obviously, Team Heretics saw all the aggression from FNATIC over towards B, so they're choosing to go over into a free A site. Taking their time, though. They don't want to run into any traps in case there's a player up close here. Make sure they're all grouped up.
And again, something we complimented Heretics for during that lead up to Madrid, and of course in Madrid, even in their losses, they still looked very solid. Fundamentals are very, very good. They don't really make obvious mistakes here. And again, keeping 5 standing is perfect for them. That late held default, that slow lean towards A, still giving them enough time again, though. Let's see if anything can be made from this one. Durka looking for a connection. It's going to be Boo to be potentially isolated on the site, but again, I don't know if they can really pry him out. Heretics waiting to punish if anyone steps too far as Durka does fall. Down to Leo and Alpha. Not really finding much play into this so far. Old beginnings here. Leo, nicely done. There's only a Sheriff though, so the rifle's going to be maintained in hand here. I doubt they're going to risk too much beyond that.
No, not at all. Obviously, getting away here, keeping all the guns up is going to be really good. Start for Team Heretics. If Alpha can't get anyone here. But yeah, I mean, Heretics looking really good. Even in Madrid, like we touched on, 0-2 is a...
Like Durka does want to try and be one of those instigators early on, maybe get himself... Already going to note the players early enough. Knowing that someone's posturing towards B-Long, maybe pushed a little deeper, but Heretics seem very well prepared for this and happy to hold these late-stage defaults. Again, Durka is going to be checked on here, going to be noted, won't get away with too much. Nice shot, though. Finds FNATIC and gets out. That's a man advantage they don't have to do anymore.
Great read there as well. As soon as he got spotted, he popped his dash. He activated it, knowing that he was going to get swung from the garage, and then was able to get out in time. Very good awareness there.
Comfortable stuff, and again, with the man to the good and this late-stage default, they don't need to be in a hurry. As long as FNATIC don't make any huge mistakes or get picked out of nowhere, they should be quite fine. And again, if you look at the versatility we're seeing already from Durka, already on that A side, already hit that rotation. Contact towards B-Long, yes, got the pick, and then instantly headed over towards that A side. So he's in the right place, potentially at the right time. With 30 seconds left, it looks like Heretics are coming this way. It's not just him, though. Chronicle, of course, here as well. Mini Boo looking to try and clear close towards site. Spike should be on the way. Durka's got to be a little cautious there. Wall did drop. Almost a second, 20 seconds here. Benji Fishy actually on guarding duty. Takes down Chronicle, and now that's a problem. That's a great flash in the swing off the back. Now, if you look at the numbers here, 3-3, Mini Boo, Boo, and Benji Fishy still standing. They're in a decent enough position. They don't want to completely fall away from this. Oh, Boo! Double dips on it. Benji Fishy by his side, and now it's Leo in a 1v2. Normally good for these, can be such a threat throughout the game, but a difficult position and a better angle for Mini Boo. Comes out and he's been caught. Mini Boo with a very quick check on that. Not falling for any of these tricks. Again, these sort of diligent approaches, we saw this from Heretics before, they're not going to stop doing this. This is going to be clear-cut the way through. We need to see FNATIC be disruptive.
I think FNATIC definitely is trying to be disruptive here, but Team Heretics is just doing a really good job of playing slow.
There gives them at least the keys to the castle, but they still need to step on through. FNATIC with a clear, Leo goes down. They've got to know there's still another player here. Boaster should have been noted earlier on. Plant already securing that, keeping it safe. Heretics have this on lock, not a threat to be felt. The mental starts to add up here. Durka does have the operator out. We've got Leo one step closer towards the ult as well. Got that snowball round on the way potentially, but my God, do they need it. It stands. Again, patient beginnings. Heavier look towards B. No challenge yet from Durka towards this. He's over towards pipes. He's on the A side of the map. So they're at least going to be able to have this access point towards the B site. Going to be Chronicle here this time, joined by Alpha.
Waiting for the right opportunity, Team Heretics. They're always waiting for this kind of everything to be off cooldown for them to hit on their second interval.
Look at that as well. Chronicle instantly deleted. Alpha, I don't know if he can find a safe enough place to be. Maybe a little worried about middle, but it's not to be worried about as it stands. Already support is on the way. But again, that first pick has happened around the minute marker, 40 seconds still to play with. A little bit of a pause here, but there's no threats on the plant potentially. They've got Wingman to go and get that done. They've got options here. No pick back yet. Leo looking for a pixel out of place, but he's going to find Boo. Spike is down though, 4-4.
And that's the res gone too.
Huge point on this one. See Boaster going to invest that utility, try and give them a launch pad back towards the site. Rien's looking to stall out as well. Hunter's Fury going to come through, noting Leo getting that done earlier on. Durka delivering. It's down to just one. FNATIC in a clutch. A 1v3 ain't easy here. Time is on his side, but there's so many bodies against him. That's one. Hold on. That could have been a second. They haven't got it to half yet. Boaster did not get this to half. It's okay. Last round.
I like this.
That's lovely. Playing together.
They've got the res though. That's why he went in first.
Makes sense. Boo considering it. That's, you can see if they're going to actually opt for this now. Slow and cautious. They have forced Durka a little bit deeper, but even with 55 HP, more than viable. Wait and see if anyone shows towards Belt.
Somebody's there.
Going to be clearing through a Dizzy. That is Durka now pushed, actually not further away. He's still going to be sticking on this angle. But again, just kind of policing that res.
Around the world he goes.
Here.
They're gonna go for it with the wall. He's gonna wall up the Killjoy as well at the same time as the res goes off.
I mean, Durka reads it like a book. This is beautiful work from him. Fighting Benji Fishy, even though they were trying to find levels to this for Heretics. They were trying to protect that res as best they could to keep 5 standing, but Durka is on it this round. 15 HP now. Still alive, still breathing, still providing them so much value. And with 28 seconds, they just don't have access towards this A site. They've got this late presence towards B, but again, this is going to get rough. There's already 3 players waiting. Anyone to show. Wingman gets denied, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Spike's at least back in hand here, but can Rienz get the plant instead? Durka closing the gap once again, overwhelmed. Time now going to be the biggest factor. Unable to get a plant. FNATIC finding their footing. Durka looking much better, played into a little this round. They're going to keep that up.
Start.
No, they are being very cautious. I mean, the alarm bell's rung, right? Durka's starting to hit with the op. You're going to have to be meticulous on all of these approaches. It looks like they're respecting it. Look how deep FNATIC is sitting on this one. Chronicle can't give away his life for free here.
Not again.
No. Kind of haunting him a little bit. On the other side of the map, do not forget that Benji Fishy is trying to make slow progress towards A potentially, or just kind of keeping an eye on the options. Already 5 members from FNATIC are on this B site. They've responded massively.
Big reads here.
FNATIC. Closest one forward so far, the other 3 yet to fully cross.
I think they're waiting for the knife to come off cooldown, so the hit's going to come in the next 5 seconds or so here, about 35.
There's the ult.
Here's the ult. There's great timing here.
Yeah, so
Read it
disrupted,
perfectly.
but Boo's still going to find Alpha. They still have... What is huh? Durka, what are you up to? And now Heretics just battling on the site itself. And I don't want to say one out. I mean, the spike is left loose, but it is a 3v2. Leo's on 11, and he's read this correctly, but the timing could be against him. Oh, the timing's excellent, Leo. Heads up work from him. Down to a fair...
Spike planted.
2v2, Chronicle on one side, Leo on the other. Boo's attention turns towards Leo, but Chronicle trying to close the gap. Checked on by Rienz, but they can't really back away from this angle. A double swing gives them options. Rienz opens up an avenue to sit back a little deeper. But Leo's on 11 HP. I don't know how much one man can do here. Already almost outdone himself by finding Benji Fishy in that. Any more is going to be so difficult. Rienz and Boo could just play that time. I think Leo knows that, yeah, time to back away here. No opportunities given, but Heretics digging in deep on that site, but it kind of got a little chaotic beyond what I expected, because it felt like FNATIC had the right read then.
Yeah, FNATIC.
That was a round swing back for Heretics after 2 on the trot for FNATIC. Durka back with the operator glass cannon though this time. Doesn't get the shot he wants, but doesn't get punished for it either, so gets a second attempt at this. And this should now put question marks with Heretics. That mid-rounding we were talking about that you highlighted, is that going to present itself as a problem again?
Here.
Durka's really not sitting back for a second. This guy wants it.
We are seeing the Killjoy ulti ready to be used on A, so I wonder if it's going to be something where they run in while this is ticking, or if they're going to let it sit all the way, because we got a counter Killjoy ulti for the defense. So if Heretics goes into the site, they need to make sure that they're planting where they can play the post plant from.
Yeah, okay. Boaster gonna be detained here.
All good,
Chronicle,
worth it.
Yeah, found. Bit of a lurk. There's the lockdown coming in. Can they still hold this plant? Is that going to be a problem? Rien's actually going to be trying to be proactive during this. That's not a bad idea. Can only slow down the roll a touch, capturing, I believe, 2 in that. Detaining both of them. And now get to kind of hold the site itself. They have not fallen back at all. They are playing deep, dedicated towards the site. First shot goes astray, and now they're starting to block. This spacing is a little awkward for FNATIC, and they got to get a move on. Boo still waiting, gonna spot out 1. Finds the shot he wanted towards Leo. That puts Mini Boo on a platter. Wall starting to break, and the panic starts to set in, and FNATIC flying to the site. Now down to the back line. The deeper hold here, they have to swing, but again the defuse isn't stopping. Durka gets dragged away, and Rienz does so. It doesn't really matter. It certainly got into the heads. It fired up Paper X, which kind of was that double-edged sword. But if FNATIC are starting, let's say they have any doubts, right? Let's say they have a bad start here. I'd say that, you know, 2 rounds, you'd probably want a little bit more than that. And then you got Benji Fishy starting to pop off, starting to get in your face a little bit. You're losing out on close rounds. It's going to start becoming frustrating. It's a test of the mental as well. Durka already clearing so deep here should allow for quite a lot of faith in this B stack. But FNATIC are wielding so little.
He's going for the fights, but he's got the Sova ulti. He could do so much damage with this because he knows that Heretics is going to do a 5-man hit. The Jet's pushed all the way through. Oh no!
Out of everyone, this should be a timeout, I feel, coming in here. If we're seeing some questionable choices being made, maybe some better opportunities could have been utilized here. It's clean from Heretics, so they'll be grinning ear to ear with this. And Boaster, the last man alive, and it feels like a formality. Can't do much about this. And again, FNATIC need to get a grip on this game here. Don't want to let these issues start presenting in the limited chances they have. Really telling, noting on the knife, but...
Yep. The Jet and the Heartbreak both got tagged by it, and then instantly they go towards B. They got that KO ulti, and they're going to go straight into their hit with it. That's the Team Heretics game plan, but it works.
Yeah, it sounds simple when you put it like that, right? But it's the keys to success for now. Chronicle has to play his life well here. We're going to need to see Alpha find a great deal of value as well. And they've crept so close, already getting up towards yellow. FNATIC having to fall back a little deeper. You can see there is exploration on the other side. They are trying to commit behind this. But it looks like...
He's trying to block off the turret.
I think so. I mean,
yeah, totally. Oh, okay.
Wait, it got recorded. All good, all good. First time we're seeing actually a flank coming in though, so now Mini Boo without the ults, the underhand flash through the wall. It's perfect. The clear is so good. There's Leo. Finally investing that ult. Does get chip damage and take down Padatek. So that's going to be the Viper's Pit removed from the Heretic side. Plant, does it go down safely? It looks like it does. Plant's in, and now we look at the position though. It's uncomfortable. Look at Durka's spot here. They are now backed into a corner, Heretics. Individual fights on 3 different fronts, and they win 2 of them. Rienz and Mini Boo on the punish. Leo, too far away really to find impact here. Couldn't really trade off that. The information now a little too late, a little too irrelevant to try and trade in. And I don't know what his options are, but again, FNATIC, they found adjustment there, Josh. They went for a little bit of a flank. They played it quite nicely on the timing, even though it was red. But by that point, they're still not finding impact on the site.
Yeah, I mean, it was really smart what Team Heretics did there, and that's kind of why FNATIC got caught out in the open, was because Team Heretics, I just said it as well right at the start of the round. Well, as soon as they have that KO ulti, oh my god, is he gonna get a second one here? No. As soon as they get the ulti, it's like, okay, they're gonna...
Now they get to play into it, but Durka tries to beat him to the punch, takes down Miniboo. Leo here as well, they've gone for a bit of a stack on this FNATIC. Maybe reading this round correctly. Back on his feet though. Miniboo ready to go again. Durka gets found, but Leo unseen, but the trades are great. Heretics again, coming out on top of the trades, building into a site perfectly. Boaster and Chronicle, what can you do? Boaster trying to slip the net a little here, do some damage, do something. I'll be able to deny the lockdown at the very least. Yes, absolutely great work from Boaster. Does he live though? Oh no, he doesn't. Benji Fishy trades him out, and now Chronicle in the 1v2. Plant on the way, 48 seconds. He's gonna slip this, surely. Yeah, he does.
Best gun you could hope for.
Yeah, this is perfect. Chronicle! Dreamy for at this point. Durka gonna slip the wall. Get a little closer here. FNATIC is nearby. Look who's on the other side. Miniboo. Just the Reaper at this point. So sharp. And Heretics starting to test the waters through middle as well.
Here's the convergence from FNATIC at middle as well with that Harbor ulti. Don't want to get that wasted.
Oh, but Rien's gonna punish Boaster. The only answer back has been from Chronicle with a trade, but again, the numbers sitting in the hands of Heretics. They still have a res on Boo if that gets invested or not. Obviously they'd love to, but the opportunity would have to beckon. Time being bought here. FNATIC are in the right place. 3 players ready. Chronicle, Leo, and Alpha waiting. And it looks like Chronicle's trying to drift deeper. This is dangerous. Maybe high risk, potentially high reward. Did Miniboo see that? He did! The flash was pixel perfect. Leo with a good trade, but it's answered back in kind. And now Alpha might be able to be disruptive towards the plant, but that's still going to go down.
They can get the res off in the post plant as well, 4v1.
You will not.
There it is, you called it. And Benji Fishy sends them away. 9-3 is quite, you know, there's no need to lie to you folks at home. Need to see a big upswing from them. How does this look on this side? We know that their composition could have maybe struggled a little bit on the defensive side, but here on the attack, we've got to see value. Got to see them pick up where they left off. And it looks like Boaster trying to set something in motion to apply this pressure through tube, get them up through middle. There's only going to be one player here waiting. FNATIC. Very much on his own. The rest of Heretics over towards CT. Wingman gonna be clearing for him, at least through middle.
This is so stereotypical of Heretics, though. All 5 of them here, ready to just flood out at a moment's notice, waiting for the commit.
Oh, but they found Durka. Miniboo already caught Durka off. They're starting to slowly chip away at this mid pressure, and it looks like a lot of damage just went back through. Yeah, Boaster's gone down as well. This is devastating. They've lost out on that nice layer that they had to this. That presence in mid. Maybe this time Alpha gets the best, but Benji Fishy was looking this way. But I mean, Alpha is clean with it, but still, it's a 4v2. Chronicles 12 HP, Heretics. Kick. They're looking out of shape here. Boo, though, chipped away at. Nice little bit of work from Durka there. Gonna take down Rien's. Nice follow-up as well. Maybe there's more to this one. A 3v3, but still, Sheriffs is all I can see at this point. No plant yet either. Gotta be careful to min-max this round. Maybe Alpha the one to give them a little bit more. No, Benji Fishy quickly removing Chronicle.
Down A.
Alpha, you got something for us here. You might just do. Miniboo gone. He heard steps as well. He knows there's more towards the site. Leo trying to draw their attention, but has Alpha slipped the net enough? No, Benji Fishy on the case. 11 rounds to Heretics. This is the chance, this is the time. It's now or it's never, because Heretics look damn good. This is a bonus round for Heretics. The only, I guess, prized possession would be in the hands of Miniboo.
The Outlaws in play, though, and all 5 players have light armor,
I mean,
light shields for FNATIC.
Anti-FNATIC weapon that got added, basically. It's like, oh, you want to run light shields? That's crazy. Anyway, here's this gun. So they've got to be a little cautious about this one. Koreans could do a lot of damage. As it stands, they are drifting away from the site he's on, so it could be rather beneficial. FNATIC is there with a Bulldog, but again, I don't know if he'll be able to back away from this, but he's going to make them work for their dinner at the very least.
They got the bait set up, though. The Killjoy needs to make this work, though, for the Viper. FNATIC can't get caught by this drone.
Oh dear, this is getting a little sketchy. Yeah, that's not ideal. And now he's going to be overwhelmed. Nothing he could have done there, just the timing of it all. The crunch was so perfect. Boaster going to punish, and FNATIC just opens up the avenue to the site. Chronicle with a crisp shot as well. Rien's going to fall. Miniboo is still the danger man, as can be that outlaw. The spike not planted. Benji Fishy going to find Leo. It's still a 2v3. This is okay. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Boo's good, but a 1v3 with the Sheriff up against.
And one taps this round so far. If he can get a third, that would be really good for his confidence and the team's confidence too.
And it sounds silly to say that when we're talking about FNATIC, right? In a weird way, right? It's like, oh, they got to get that confidence, but they kind of do. We barely saw them at kickoff. It was, I think, 2 games. That loss to KC, obviously, the end of the run, but it just feels like FNATIC have lost a little bit of that flair that made them who they were, that confidence in each other, that synergy. So any small moments like this could actually be so valuable to them. And for Boo, this is just going to keep the rifle. It was the one kind of prized possession they were bringing in the hands of Miniboo, so they're going to walk away with that as well. No value on that. Early utility from Boaster to remove a great deal of the vision they may be looking for. So it looks like a little bit of a test towards the A site. Utility placed, and then backing over towards B, looking to, again, FNATIC's to be put through the ringer this game, it looks like.
They're like, you know what? The setup, it almost worked last round. I don't think they're going to expect it again. You know, if we do it a little bit better this time, we can make it work. Let's run it again. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Show me what you got, FNATIC.
Well, he doesn't have a bulldog this time, so maybe that helps.
There we go. He's growing and changing. This time, teed up for success. Punishing Durka and no trade and no utility to put him out of position either. Yeah, Boaster's gotten close, but Benji Fishy might need to lean a little further forward. FNATIC is now on an island. Could get swarmed, hoping he doesn't. He can't stand forever. Chronicle going to clear him out, and now the plan looks far more viable. Miniboo wants to swing, though. You can see FNATIC pause for thought. Great punish by Leo, but a good trade from Benji Fishy. 30 seconds now. The site left. Doesn't feel safe. Boaster's got to be very careful about this, but he is going to get the plan, it seems.
3 versus 3 for this retake. 1 off of Thrash. If he's able to get that first kill.
Not yet.
Yeah, but look at the utility. There's still a little bit left with Heretics here. Rien's can set this in motion. Chronicle does have a little bit of kit, so he can buy time, so they're going to need to get a bit of a move on this one. So going to clear the back of Yellow, force him out of position, and try and find a fight. Leo swings forward, but it's Boo to claim, and now Boaster down low. He's on 30 HP, outdone, overwhelmed! And Heretics again. Cold looking conquered at this point. Icebox not just a default win for them anymore. Times have changed. And the ults are ready to go. Benji and Rien's both really impactful ults here. Looking at Durka. Oh dear, this is dangerous. 19 HP, he's just trying to get out of danger. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Heretics willing to stand and face, deny access to the site. Boaster the only one to trade back and gets himself an upgrade. But still, this is an uphill struggle to say the least. There's still 3 players from Heretics here.
It almost looks like FNATIC's trying to run before they can even walk in this moment.
Big boy Boaster doing things?
I like it, I respect it.
I mean, lead by example. Boaster trying. I kind of like the attempt there, maybe looking to even up the odds at least, but this is when you're going to see that lockdown come in. Now what do they do here? Do they have any utility to sit deep? No! And Boaster's fallen. Chronicle can't even sit back for the post-bomb. We're going to need magic from Leo here, and he's just not going to have it in him. FNATIC go down with a whimper. If I'm honest, this wasn't